Welcome, ladies and gents. Let's get the festivities started. Jack, we know how you feel about bullet points in a PowerPoint presentation and how much you have embraced photography and video the past few years. So, instead of a boring PowerPoint and a bunch of bullets, we thought we would send you out with this short video. All comments and snippets were from your fellow teachers and co-workers in the district. What better way to share this but to have kids read what your fellow teachers remember about your tenure in the Tacoma School District. Again, for those watching, grab a glass and a seat, and here we go.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space.
Jack, thanks for the untiring dedication you gave the students throughout all your years as a certificated teacher. You made a difference.
Congratulations on retirement. Guess what? I'm right there with you, Denise Haney. Isn't that something that we would retire the same year? Oh my, do you remember how bad I was? Still am on the computer. Boy, you were always right there to help me. Whether it was a computer class, you were teaching, or just at school. Thank you. Do you remember making all those banners when the paper had perforation so the banners could be very long? Had them up all over the gym. Still there. You just aren't there to make them. We found a whole bunch of that paper in the old room 100. Boy, that brought back memories. And how about our rafting trip down the Winnetachi River in Leavenworth? That was about 25 years ago. And I remember you bringing parachutes and gliders to school. And your house at Salmon Bay, I thought that was so cool. I thought you will still just beginning so many new adventures in your retirement. Enjoy.
Jack, you have impacted me in such an incredible way. I remember the first tech PD that I took from you early in my teaching career. You always made the class content so accessible and exciting. You gave me the courage to dive into technology headfirst with my class. From that moment, the ball continued to roll and gain momentum. You had such an effect on all of my classes. Thank you for all that you have done for me and all of my classes over the years.
Spicy chicken from Flying Fish?
Jack is a true advocate of students and what will help them learn. He is the kindest man and generous with his knowledge. He will be missed.
Thank you for all these good memories. Take care.
Your compassion to help students, teachers, coworkers, and other staff is so unbelievable. You give to your job over 100% every day. No matter how many times people came into the PDC for help, you always did it with a smile. If it wasn't for you, the PDC courtyard would not look as beautiful as it does today.
Jack, thanks for always looking on the upside toward extra work to make things happen. You never complained about the work, always focused on how to make things better for the students.
I love that I could ask and Jack would help immediately. Thanks, Jack.
Jack always had a smile on his face and was eager to offer his great ideas and help to others. Enjoy your retirement, Jack.
I remember Jack being very passionate about some changes our favorite superintendent, Charles Mulligan, had been making. Jack strongly disagreed as he felt what was changing was a great disservice to the students. He was brave or crazy enough to go request a meeting with Charles and voice his opinion. From what he said, he did not candy coat his opinion in his meeting. I admire him for standing up for something he believed in when it could have cost him his job, as it was a time when heads were rolling on account of Charles, or as I like to refer to him as Chuck.
Whoever would have guessed back in our basement days that you and I would end up retiring in the same year. One of the fondest Lowell memories, enjoying peaceful music and relaxation in your classroom. I always knew if I needed a break, you would have it for me. Many, many times I think back and reflecting on those days. Life in the basement was good. Thanks for sharing it with me. Fondly, Rachel.
I wish you the best in your retirement. You were such a whiz with technology. I remember how difficult it was to keep up with you when you came and helped me out. You did everything so fast and you were always willing to help, even though your major role was to work with the resource room at the time. Those years will never be forgotten. Lowell was so fortunate to have you during those years when we were learning technology for the very first time, from the large older floppy disks up until the technology we have today. Enjoy your restful days ahead.
I have to jog my memory a bit, but I believe I met Jack when he was a school webmaster, I believe at Blinks. At the time, I had just become the web guy for Tacoma schools. I could tell he was very passionate about the website. I feared that he may know more about web stuff than me in those days, as I was quickly trying to learn myself. Back then, we actually had to know how to write HTML.
Jack, you have such a kind heart for your teammates and put our needs before your own. You continually advocate for your classroom and teachers' needs. You rush to the rescue with grace and positivity. This means more to you touch than you will ever be able to comprehend.
It wasn't long before he started working with Wes Burmark, and I'd run into Jack at the technology fair the district was hosting several years back. Jack was also so excited about what the kids were up to. He'd walk me around to look at several specific exhibits that he was really inspired by. That's where I got to know Jack's true character.
Saying thank you cannot convey enough appreciation for who you are and what you have meant to us.
Jack, you were and are a joy to work with, in every way a gentleman and coworker. Thank you. I will truly miss everything about you, but especially your presence.
I'm a newcomer around here, so thanks for welcoming me in and being a champion in the schools for the work Kevin and I have been doing on the web. Your enthusiasm about the new school websites and your relationships with the teachers really helped build some buzz for the whole project. Thanks for all your support in making trainings happen, getting Photoshop for elementary teachers, and many behind-the-scenes conversations that supported my work. I admire your long legacy of helping integrate technology into the classroom. May you find true joy in the coming years.
Jack really cares about his profession. He likes being part of many things. He is just as passionate about teaching teachers and administrators as he is about teaching kids. He really goes out of his way to help everyone. I can say this with firsthand knowledge. Jack has been a resource and an asset to me pretty much every year I've been a part of the web team. He has consistently gone out of his way to help me out when trying to assist schools on the web. And in the past, several years of monthly webmaster trainings, I don't think Jack has ever missed a session to help support my efforts.
Jack, I have always appreciated and respected how you put the needs of our students and teaching about everything else. Tacoma's kids need a champion, and you've done a fantastic job. Jack, you need to pick up hill you want to die on.
Jack helped me so much with computers. He was the calm, cool, and collected voice that helped me navigate along and always had an extra mini lesson about something new. Thanks, Jack.
Jack, may your future be bright and full of happiness for you and your wife. May you have many new adventures that thrill your hearts.
I'm excited for Jack. I'm sure retirement will treat him well, as I know he's got a lot of other passions outside of school. Hopefully I can run into Jack at a Sounders game someday. Then I can buy him a beer. Jack's selflessness and passion will truly be missed.
So glad you showed up on the top of Mount Kauai. There, Jack, all the way from Tacoma to take our picture. So thoughtful.
Jack, you have the gift of giving all of the time. You have made it so much easier for the PMO to get kick-started with your talent, savviness, and caring. You will be sorely missed.
So Jack, those were all the take ones. We literally grabbed the kids the last day of school before the bell rang and asked them to read the cue card cold turkey. I thought for the most part they did a pretty good job. All done in less than 15 minutes. Not bad for a first run at it. And if K-Med and Charles, if you're in the audience, you need to appreciate that three-point lighting. I'm just saying. I would like to elaborate on the key comments that were consistently said about you. Mostly the passion you have for your job. You go down fighting in what you believe in. I, for one, admire you for this. Who in our team will fill the shoes of your knowledge of SharePoint, National Research on Education, and where the best place to eat is? I don't think anyone can do that. I knew you were a true friend and professional, and more important, I could count on you to jump in a foxhole with me in something I believe in. You always had the teacher's back, but more important, our clients' well-being, the grassroots, which are our students. That is where the rubber hits the road. There is never an I in your vocabulary. You know what I mean. I truly believe you live by these words that were once spoken by a great leader. And that is, a leader makes the people think highly of the leader, but a great leader makes the people think highly of themselves. And Jack, I'm sure you've never heard that quote before, but I'm positive you live by that. You don't give a rat's you-know-what on who gets the credit as long as the benefits our client and the kids at the Tacoma Public Schools and beyond. I will miss the advocacy of our students and the hook that keeps them in school that you really made apparent in your job. Jack, you are a colleague and more importantly, a friend, and I'm sure you will be in contact with me in your retirement. Kelby, baby, and of course, my main sound guy in our 72-hour film festival. So, I would like to propose a toast. Jack, as Humphrey Bogart once said it in Casablanca,
is looking at you, kid.